There's no part of the Constitution that's more important than the Article I provisions making plain that the United States should not be at war without a vote of Congress. And yet the news of the day suggests that we are potentially on the verge of a war with Iran. When I was elected to the Senate in 2012, having served as a governor from 2006 to 2010 during a tremendous upsurge in the two wars in Iraq and Afghanistan, I visited our troops multiple times. I went to the deployments and the homecomings. I went to the wakes and the funerals. And I told myself when I came to the Senate that if I ever had the chance to stop this nation from getting into an unnecessary war, I would do everything I could to stop us from getting into an unnecessary war. I happen to believe that the United States engaging in a war against Iran, a third war in the Middle East since 2001, would be a catastrophic blunder for this country. I think there are some in this body who have a different point of view than me on that point, but I think we should all be able to agree that the fundamental constitutional principle that says we shouldn't be in a war if Congress doesn't have the guts to debate it and vote on it. But the question for this body that we will grapple with over the course of the next couple of weeks is whether the United States should be in another war in the Middle East. The framers put this in the Constitution so that we wouldn't be at war without a debate in front of the public. If we have that debate and we decide that war is in the national interest, then the troops go into war knowing that the civilian leadership of this country have had the hard debate in view of the American public and have decided that the stakes are sufficient. How dare we ask people to make the ultimate sacrifice if we don't have the guts to have a debate and decide whether a war is in the interest of this country? Let's debate that in front of Virginians and Kansans and Californians and hear what our constituents have to say. Let's debate that in the full view of people whose spouses are in the military or whose kids are in the military. Let's have that debate in front of them and hear what they think before we cast a vote. That would be one of the most serious votes that you ever cast on the floor of a body like this. But we should not allow a war to begin with Congress hiding. I will be asking my colleagues to support my simple resolution, no war without a vote of Congress. I will be asking my colleagues to support it and uphold the oath we've all taken to support the Constitution that established that most unusual principle, most unique principle that is part of what makes this nation special.